everyone. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in which we are doing the Pratigya series. Okay, and Module A is going on in this session. So in Module A, today's topic is regulation of banking business. So as we know that this BRBL subject is nothing, but it is basically, you know, this BRBL subject is basically that we have to study the different types of acts and how it is connected with the banking business. So this is called your BRBL subject. Okay. So in this unit third of module A, we have to study about the regulation of the banking business. Regulation means how to regulate the banking business in India. So we know that we have a two act in this act, that is a Banking Regulation Act 1949 and the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. So these two acts are important for the examination point of view also. Okay. So now let's start with the concept and then after we will do the questions. And I hope so my voice is audible and the screen is visible to all of you. Okay. Now let's start with the session. So the Banking Regulation Act empowered the Reserve Bank to issue directions to the banking company in the public interest, in the interest of the banking policy and in the interest of the depositor. Okay, so this is depositor, banking policy, public interest. So we can easily say that Reserve Bank of India is the act basically. Sorry, Banking Regulation Act 1949 is a main act. Okay, this act empowered the Reserve Bank of India to do the act, okay. So this, under this act, the power is given to the RBI. The RBI can issue the directions to the banking company in the public interest, in the public policy and to the depositor. Okay. So whatever the rules and regulations that is made, it should be with the public interest, public policy and the depositor. Okay, now section 21 provides for the issue of directions to regulate loans and advances by the banking companies. This may be done by regulating the purpose of lending, margin in the respect of secured loan. What is secured loan? Suppose if a borrower is taking loan from a borrower is suppose taking loan from the bank, so he is giving the security. It may be movable property or immovable property, the rate of interest and the terms and conditions of the lending. Is that okay? So guys, section 21 is important for the examination point of view. So whatever the section which I'm telling you in this session, these sections are very much important. Is that okay? So this is very much important for the examination point of view also. Okay, because many of you students just ask, ma'am, which particular section is important for the examination point of view. So whatever the section which I'm just teaching you in the paid class plus YT session, just focus on that sections. Okay, so this is very much important. So section 21, just learn the section. It's talk about how to regulate the loan and advance by the banking company. That's it. Is that okay, class? If you have any doubt, you can please ask in a comment box. Okay, you can just please ask in a comment box. That is important. Now next one, under section 21A of the act. Okay, under section 21A of the act, the rate of interest on loan and advances contracted between the bank and its customer is not liable to reopen by the court of law. Again important, the rate of interest on the loan and advances contracted between the bank and customer is not liable to be reopened by the court of law, because the bank have a different rules and regulations, so the court will basically not interfere. Section 20 of the Act imposes restrictions on the loan and advance to the directors, companies, firm in which directors are interested as director, partner, etc. That is important. Is that okay? So this is important. Done class? Now, with a view to ensuring the financial stability, a banking company, which is a scheduled bank, okay, there are two types of bank, scheduled and non-scheduled bank. So the scheduled bank has to maintain a certain percentage of time and demand liabilities as a cash reserve under section 42 of the Reserve Bank of India Act. So class, again, this section is important, that is section 42 of the Reserve Bank of India Act. As notified by Reserve Bank from time to time, failure to do so render the banking company liable to the penalty. See class, basically Reserve Bank of India never directly deal with the bank, but under section 42 of the Reserve Bank of India Act, the RBI can deal with the CRR, that is a cash reserve ratio. So what percentage of amount the bank have to just deposit in the RBI, this is called CRR. Okay, and if we talk about the non-scheduled bank, that is given in section 18 of the Banking Regulation Act, provide cash reserve. So the banking company have also to maintain the certain percentage of their demand and time liabilities in the liquid assets as stipulated in section 24 of the Banking Regulation Act. C class. So this segment is important. Whatever the section which I'm discussing in this session, that is important. Is that okay? Any doubt, class? Okay, now, so these assets may be maintained to be the extent and in the form and the manner as notified by the Reserve Bank of India. Apart from this, banking company are required to maintain such assets in India at not less than, this is important one, not less than 75% of the demand and the time liabilities, and the banking companies also have to transfer to the reserve fund 25% of their annual profit as disclosed for this one. So this is also much important, 25% of the annual profit and 75% this one. Done class? So now let's do the questions of this act, which is very important. Now class, first question. Reserve Bank may issue directions to the banking company under section 21 of the Banking Regulation Act, under which 21 section. So what is 21 section? Audit, loan and advance, capital structure, or none of the above? Tell me class. So the first one, the right answer is loan and advance. So this is the right answer. Okay. Next, which of the following is the true one? Number one, Reserve Bank can issue direction on loan and advances under Section 21 of the Banking Regulation Act. Regulation of credit to the different sector of the economic is known as selective credit control. Bank are free to lend any amount to their director. Bank have to file a return to Reserve Bank regarding the unclaimed deposit under Section 26 of the Banking Regulation Act. So which of the following statement is the true statement? Tell me class. So class, we have to find which of the following is the true statement. So 21 is absolutely true. As we have discussed, 21 is a true statement. Okay. A is right. A is right. Regulation of credit to the different sector of economic is known as selective. This is also a correct statement. Bank are free to lend any amount to their director. This is not a right statement. And D, unclaimed deposit, which is also known as a def account, that is a right statement. So 4 point is the correct statement of this point. Okay, 4 point is the correct statement of this point. So that is important. Okay, so this is the right statement of this question. Next one, the minimum amount out of the net profit which is transferable to the reserve fund each year after adjustment provision toward the bonus to the staff by banks incorporated in India is 25%, 20%, 10%, and there are no specification. Tell me class. So class, for this one, the right answer will be 25% because that is given in the particular fact. Okay, this is the right answer. Next, which of the following statement is the false statement? Okay, number one, only scheduled bank have a duty to maintain the cash reserve under Section 42 of the Reserve Bank of India Act. Every banking company has to maintain the liquid assets which is required under Section 24 of the Banking Regulation Act. The share capital and the reserve of banking company form the part of its demand time liabilities for the purpose of Section 42 of RBI Act, and the cash reserve required under Section 42 of RBI will be the 3% of the demand time and liabilities. So one option is A and B is correct. Second, B and C. Third, C and D. Four, A, B, C, D. So which of the following is the correct one? So which of the following is the false one class? First of all, A is absolutely right because Section 42 talks about the cash reserve. So A is right, A is right, so answer cannot be first and fourth. Okay. B, 24, it's a liquid asset. This is also right. B is right, B is right. So I think the answer is in your hand, right? So which of the following is the false one? So C and D is the false one. So that's why third will be the exact answer for this question. Okay, third will be the exact answer for this question. Done? So now let's do the next question. Other questions. Number one. Under which section of the Banking Regulation Act does the Reserve Bank of India have authority to issue the binding direction to the bank? Tell me, class. So for this one, class, the right answer will be, as we have already discussed, section 21 and 35A is the right answer. Okay, next one. Why are direction issued by RBI under section 21 and 35A considered binding on banks even if not explicitly mentioned as a statutory instruction? A option, bank have the option to choose whether to comply with the direction. The directions are legally binding under the Banking Regulation Act. The directions are merely advisory in nature. The directions are not binding recommendations. So which of the following is the right one? So for this one, class, the right answer will be the directions are legally binding under the Banking Regulation Act. This is the right answer. Okay. The directions are legally binding under the Banking Regulation Act. That is the right answer. Next. According to the judgment in the case of Bank of India Finance Limited versus Custodian, what is the effect of bank violating the RBI instructions that are binding on them? First, violation invalidates contract with a third party. Second, violation render the bank liable to the prosecution. C, violation leads to immediate suspension of the banking operation. D, violation result in the fine imposed by RBI. Tell me, class. So for this one, the right answer will be violation render the bank liable to the prosecution. Okay, this was happened in this case. Is that okay? Next. According to Gujarat High Court case RBI versus Harish Company Operation Banking Limited, how should Reserve Bank exercise its power to issue direction without considering the bank financial health, with malicious intent, with bona fide intention, and without transparency? So class, malicious means a bad intention, okay, and bona fide means good intention. That's the meaning, okay. So Reserve Bank exercise its power under the bona fide intention. So C will be the right answer for this question. Is that okay? Now, so class, which section of the Banking Regulation Act empower a depositor to nominate one person to whom the deposit amount would be returned in the event of depositor death? 45ZA, 35A, 26A, or 21? So class, for the nominee, the right answer will be 45ZA. A is the right answer for this question. Okay, now, what should Reserve Bank ensure when giving the direction on interest rate for the loan and advance and deposit? First, discrimination in the favor of certain classes of depositor or loan, equal treatment for all classes of depositor and loan, C, maximum interest rate for all loan, and D, minimum interest rate for all deposit. Yes, class. So class, for this one, the right answer will be that is equal treatment for depositor and the loan. Okay, this should be done by the Reserve Bank of India to ensure direction for this one. Okay, now, which act defined the right of consumer in India is applicable to the banking services including the internet banking? First, the Banking Revolution Act 1949. B. The Information Technology Act 2000. C. The Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Or D. The Consumer Protection Act 1986. The Consumer Protection Act, that is also the part of your syllabus. This is also, and this is also. So all four acts are the part of your syllabus. So which of the following define this one? Yes, class. Which act define rights of consumer in India is applicable to the banking services including the internet banking? So class, for this one, the right answer is Consumer Protection Act 1986. Because see, the right of consumer, and what is this, and what is given in the Consumer Protection Act? So it is basically to find the consumer and the definition of consumer. Okay, so consumer is a person okay, who consume the goods and services. That is called this one. So D is the right one. Okay, next. What is the primary objective of DRT? That is a debt recovery traveler. So class, we know that we have a court, right? But apart from the court in India, there are so many ADR system, that is a alternative dispute resolution. So arbitration, conciliation, mediation, lok adalat, tribunal, consumer forum, so many ADR are there. So these are the quasi judicial body. It means they do not have to follow the procedure just like the court. They can make their own procedure. So what is the primary objective of DRT? First option, to facilitate the resolution of customer complaint against bank, to establish tribunal for debt adjudication and recovery of bank and financial institution, to regulate and supervise the functioning of ombudsman offices, and to mediate the dispute between the bank and customer. So which of the following is the right one? Yes, class. So for this one, the right answer will be the right answer will be that is to establish the debt adjudication and the recovery of bank and financial institution. Okay, class. So guys, this is all for today's class, and I hope so you people like this question and the session. And this is your success batch. As you can easily see, the study plan of the success batch is BRBL 7 to 8, 29 July, ABFM 7 to 8, 29 July. It is already started. ABM 6 to 7 a.m. 29 July, and BFM 9 to 10, 29 July. So we are the faculties here who will teach you in this CAIIB success batch. So in this batch class, you are getting the live classes. If you are not able to see the live classes, you can see the recorded session. And after that, you can see the, in this one, doubt sessions anytime. You will get the mock paper here. Okay, you will get the questions from the teacher sides, and there's also quiz of each chapter in this chapter. Okay, so guys, this is very important batch, and in this batch you are not getting the elective paper, because for elective paper you have to select the video courses of elective paper. Is that okay? So, and this is your bilingual class, and this is a separate batch. If you want to take a separate batch of ABM, BFM, ABM and BRBL, you can take this one. Okay, for this one you have to apply the coupon code, that is Y391 for the maximum discount. And this is the video course of CAIIB exam. This is the video course of CAIIB all compulsory paper in bilingual and in English medium. This is the elective paper of IT, HRM, rural banking, etc. So guys, 83% discount is going on. You have to apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount. Okay, and this is the mock paper. You can also purchase the separate mock paper of compulsory as well as this one. Okay, and there is an ebook also. For ebook, the coupon code is Y391S, and for book Y391S, same coupon code. And this is your CAIIB ka Mahapack. So CAIIB ka Mahapack is the important one because in this batch you are getting 2 year of validity today if you purchase it. So I'm just showing you how to purchase this batch. First of all, just open this Adda 24/7. Okay, if you click on all courses, JAIIB CAIIB CAIIB November 2024, this is your success batch. Okay, click on buy now and put the coupon code Y391. Right now this is not in the this one. Okay, so this is the same coupon code. Then class, so this is your coupon code of this success batch. And if you want to just take the Maha pack, the Maha pack is also there. See, this is your CAIIB ka Maha pack. So CAIIB ka Maha pack, you will get online live classes, test series, ebooks, video courses. Okay, 1 year validity, 2 year validity. So for this thing, again, coupon code Y391, you have to apply this. Okay, and you can see here, you will also get a special thing in this batch. The special thing is 10 hour plus mini marathon per subject, practice paper, 5 plus hour Maha marathon, and every second and fourth Saturday you will get the doubt session classes. So that's why this batch is very much important. Is that okay? So if you want to enroll in this batch, so same coupon code you have to apply. Okay, and the study plan is also according to your batch. Okay, the study plan. So, and suppose if you want to take the elective paper, so there is a separate elective paper also. See, this is your live batches, this is the test series, this is your video courses, ebooks, and the proper books. So suppose if you want to take this book, for this one the coupon code is Y391S. Okay, click on apply. Okay, okay, right now the code is not working. Okay class, so that's all for today's class, and I hope so you people like the session. So do not forget to enroll in the batch by applying the same coupon code. Okay, thank you so much for attending the session. Thank you class.